Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. Today we're doing a lot of things with a church, but first, I need to cash in some of the crops that I've been growing to get even more crops. We need a lot of carrots in order for Donkey to bring us any more corpses.
Goddamn communist.
And a reminder, when you buy seeds, it needs to be in groups of 4.
Got that ass wants to get paid now.
Pay that ass. We also need to start decking out the church basement.
Oh, look at all the junk.
Yeah. You have so much shit you need to make. You are able to rotate some of the things.
But not in any useful way.
Yeah.
Like, you flipped it end for end. Congratulations. I'm sure that's gonna make it way easier to play fucking basement Tetris.
Corpse.
Oops. Got some rope. That's cool. Making rope in the basement of a church. It's pretty sinister.
We use it for a couple of crafting items.
Sure we do. And candle wicks for some reason.
And like we mentioned, you turn people skin into paper.
Pigskin. Pigskin paper.
Yep, either people skin or bat wings turns into pigskin paper, which you then turn into actual paper.
Maybe long pigskin.
And paper has many different uses. Its first use, when you go over to the study table, we can use some of it to get currency that allows us to actually study the different items that we've collected.
I will study these nails, or this bar, or this chaos solution.
Solution is one of the different types of alchemy ingredients. Powder's another one. We got the solution and the powder already in the storage when we came down here. It's basically tutorial stuff. So now that I've studied that hiccup grass, I can actually turn it into health solution. So that's how you do alchemy. You study the object, and then you're able to break it down if it is downbreakable, using a particular station. Not every item can be turned into every alchemy type. Like, the hiccup grass can only be turned into health solution, not into powder. But one very fun thing is studying the different body parts the first time, because you get so many blue points.
Whew. That's a lot of blue. Apparently you can make brain fluid with it.
Yep. Just crush it down.
Brain fluid. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be making an awful lot of life juice. Because it's a component of an important fluid later.
I mean, we've already been over beer and wine.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true. You don't need to ferment that, though.
Yeah, I mean, did you know that there's whiskey?
I am aware of the existence of whiskey in
No,
general,
but I mean,
yes.
in the game. I'm not asking if you're aware that there is a liquid called whiskey that people get tanked off of. Sorry, I should have been more clear.
Whiskey shouldn't be clear.
What do I go for? I'm gonna go for insects because we do actually need some moths quite immediately. And bees.
Yeah, you kinda want to bum rush that technology as soon as you can.
I'm trying to parse bee friend because it looks like a dude with a hive for a head.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
It's like the old saying goes, you can never truly understand someone until you've lived a month in their house.
Until you breathed a month in their house.
That's right. They like it. They like the warmth and the carbon dioxide. You should definitely stick your face in beehives.
But this is how we get butterflies and moths, by gathering flowers. If it's during the day, you'll get butterflies, at night you'll get moths. Eat this dandelion.
What is a moth but a butterfly that's run out of printer ink?
Oh, bless them. You got some good butterfly luck.
Yeah. Butterflies aren't needed for any mission or anything, but you can use them as tackle for fishing.
I think you can also render them down into alchemy ingredients.
Yep, you can.
Yeah, that's how you make butter.
Yeah, actually, that scans.
And that's how you fly.
Right. Flying butter. It's annoying. That's why you gotta use those butter clochettes to hold it down.
Do, like, Canadians just not have the butter net in the house, or what?
I mean, it's winter 10 months of the year here.
True, they're slow.
Oh, it's so lethargic. Hey, buddy. So I see you went and got some oil. Good job.
Yeah, I went back and bought the actual bottle again.
You don't want this oil that's in my pocket? I have it on a Kleenex. Uh-oh. They're unionizing.
Well, he's gonna have to wait a while for the carrots to grow.
Habeas corp ass.
I like to put the desk here. Remember to actually turn it so that the little footprint is facing you. Otherwise, you're gonna have so much trouble just getting around the desk. That's what happened to me in my first playthrough.
That's right. And then you get to try and knock it down like an idiot. And I don't think you even get all your stuff back from it when you break something.
You don't. You get, like, most of it and also iron junk, which then you need to have 5 of those to smelt back down into a bar.
Yeah. So, you know, think things through.
Let's do some more studying. What is church but a different type of school?
Medievally correct. That is not wrong.
For this time period, I guess.
The clergy were the only ones that were literate, so...
Like I say, depending on the time period, it might be the only kind of school.
That's
Absolutely.
True.
So they're just, they're sitting there in the basement breaking down paper, which I assume means eating it. To gain its scientific power.
To gain its power.
And how else would you do it?
I'll just eat fistfuls of parchment.
Let's do some decorating in the church. The prettier the church, the more people turn up and the more money you, and the more faith you make.
Yep.
Nice save.
Well, it's all currency.
The graveyard needs to be prettier for you to make more money. That's how it works.
There you go, you've earned your wage. Ugh.
This festering man. Off he goes.
Have a dookie!
I can slide again. Alright, let's get rid of this. So this feels almost like a punchline. What's in the poop? Carrot seeds!
It's called recycling.
I like it. I think that is just great.
Just using some old stock. I got the technology to make stone gravestones and fences, and that will make a much higher quality graveyard. But gotta work with what I got right now. Real easy thing is just to fill out the church benches. You also want to learn a technology for, the word fell out of my head. The place where you the confessionals.
There you go.
Those squares right there. Those are for confessionals. Confessionals, you can make 2. They add, like, I think 5 or so quality to the church. And also, randomly, you'll get an additional piece of faith and a story from someone who actually went and confessed. But it's very rare.
Yeah, you can't rely on it. Also, you can't get too creative with the church. There's only certain places... Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, you diced him.
You could tell when a body is only to be harvested and then burnt.
Exactly. So you saw Thorn trying to place those wall candelabras, and there's just simply not a space for them. You don't have the option to decorate things like it was Animal Crossing.
Just waiting. It doesn't take that long for them to burn. So might as well gather some more sticks.
Aw, yeah.
And from them, you immediately get the burial certificate. That counts as a burial. You also get some salt, which isn't used for much. It might be used for a couple alchemy ingredients, or you can use it for, like, making sauerkraut, which is a little morbid.
Well.
But the big thing is you get ashes, and you want to hang on to the ashes that you get from corpses. In fact, you kind of want to focus on burning corpses for quite a while to really build up your stock.
If the police come to interview me, that's the first thing I'm playing back.
Look, they were already dead. A donkey gave it to me.
It was my job. I got hit by a truck and then a donkey gave me corpses.
He got angry that I wasn't feeding him.
Well.
Yeah, I don't want to hack up every corpse that I work on.
No more ground meat.
It's all premium cuts.
Oh yeah.
Inventory's full.
Inventory's full.
If you want my unsolicited advice when it comes to corpse management in the early game, until you unlock embalming, basically just bury only as many corpses as you need to progress the bishop's side quest.
Yeah.
And the rest of it, just burn them. You will need a shit ton of ash.
It's really not until way late in the game. The graveyard is going to require you to go to, like, 200 quality.
Oh, yeah.
It's only at that point you really need to worry about actually burying corpses.
Only the best dead people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we have unmarked graves, Yanni.
I'm not going to really use most of those.
Nah.
I do store some leftovers in the chest. The problem is, the game has a lot of major early game bottlenecks, and faith is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Every different type of gravestone and fence can be studied, and you get a ton of blue experience from it, but you get so little faith early on that you're going to be wasting weeks waiting for it.
Like, you need 5 in order to talk, like 5 each to talk to Miss Charm and Snake, and that is basically 10 weeks of sermons.
Yeah.
It's not the best.
Making the church prettier will help, but not a lot, unfortunately. I think I might have been running a little low on green. I'm clearly not. I'm low on blue is the problem. But if you do need some extra green, there are a lot of these bushes, especially on the left side of the church. We can't use this side of the church yet, but you can clean it up. I could have sworn you got sticks from these too, but I guess not.
No, it's just little trees.
Of course you can't use the left side. That's the sinister side.
Yeah. It's literally cursed. But that's nothing that a few $100 can't fix.
At last, I'm a rightful citizen.
Hey, way to go.
I might be doing this early, actually.
You gotta do it sooner or later.
Scroll shelf is good, that's just storage. but it's storage specifically for the basement, because I don't think you can put chests down there, only shelves.
No, No, you can't put a trunk.
Candles are kind of nice if you want an additional boost of faith when you do a sermon. The candles will only last the day that you put them there, so there's no sense of like decking out the church every day. He only sells a basic candle. There are better candles that you can craft yourself, but I don't have the materials for them right now, so just buying 4, lighten the place up a little bit.
Honestly, that's more than good enough.
Give it that holy ambiance.
Nobody wants to sit there in the dark and listen to you talk about Star Wars.
YouTube would beg to differ.
Ugh.
Clearly, you've never been on a podcast.
I don't understand this world.
Very important to have at least 2 for now.
Are you actually limited to putting documents on them, or can you just put whatever?
You can put whatever. I don't know why it specifically says it's a scroll shelf. There's a different type of storage you can put in there. It's also a shelf, but when you put stuff on there, it looks different. So it's mostly just cosmetic, I guess.
Whoa! Look at all these homies. So they thought it was alright?
Okay.
Fine?
Alright.
Church is looking good? Yeah, way to go.
The quality of the church also affects whether your sermon works or not. So I succeeded.
Unlike last time when you went on a 38-minute tirade about Baby Yoda and nobody knew what the hell you were talking about.
For some reason, there was an ad for audiobooks and meal kits in the middle.
What the hell is Audible?
We can't hear you.
Beep.
This video brought to you by Lisa Mattress.
This is an okay use of faith early on.
Yeah,
Pushing the quests forward isn't critical.
you mostly need the experience to get more technologies.
Better sermons.
Fat, I believe you break down into slowing fluid. Fittingly enough, I guess.
3 faith to study the poop tube.
Yep. Gotta study it thoroughly.
God be with me.
That's where food turns into not food. There, done.
Oh, Lord protect me as I delve into the labyrinthine recesses of the large intestine.
Oh, the Keeper's Key I cannot actually study yet. I need some documents first. Might as well study how to crush butterflies.
Absolutely.
In the hand mixer.
Congratulations.
Like, you built that, and I'm like... My mind immediately went to like, why are you building a KitchenAid?
Another nice thing about the scroll shelves is you can use the stuff on the shelf for breaking down or for alchemizing or what have you, right from the stations. It's pretty nice.
That's handy.
That is probably one of the best ideas this game had, was to allow you to craft out of storage.
Even the new Animal Crossing doesn't do that.
Nope. That's why I appreciate this all the more. Never mind the unkind witch burnings and strange overtones.
It's funny because we did Breath of the Wild, and that was a game where it felt like the open world thing had been played out, but it did it so well that it felt fresh again.
Sure.
Animal Crossing, it feels so far behind.
Oh, yeah.
I like it a lot, and I'm sinking so many hours into it, but guys, come on, we've gone beyond this.
If even Graveyard Keeper has more quality of life than your game,
Yeah, Animal Crossing suffers from that. Well, we didn't need to make it better, so we didn't.
Yeah. Price of faith is a really important one.
Oh yeah, we need that to make a better prayer that will actually give us more faith and money every time.
Yep.
In fact, I don't really use any other prayers. Like, you can just stick with that one.
There's no point. Like, there's some that are... Okay, so here's the thing, right? The rest of these are basically, they're buffs. You get a buff, but they don't last a whole week. So essentially, you piss away a whole week of income for not a great buff that you don't really need.
I've exhausted myself making pottery.
Ugh. Can't stop recreating that scene from Ghost. I just miss my giant comedy-sized heart so much. Can't believe the only picture I had was when that lady tried to take him. Hey, confessionals.
There we go. It's funny, when you put something down, if you haven't actually built it, it counts towards negative quality.
Kind of makes sense. Nobody wants to go to a church where the revered pastor just has like a bunch of 2x4s lying there.
There's never anyone to make a confession. It's just sometimes someone has already been there.
They've been sitting there all week. Just, oh, thank God. I thought this was the bathroom. Now they won't let me leave until I confess my sins.
I know I haven't had any. And more things.
Everything I know about confessionals I learned from Symphony of the Night, so be careful going into those.
You said it. That's an important safety tip.
I'm happy to know.
Yes, let's achieve great justice.
It feels like a minor position in the King's Court, but it's in the King's Court.
It's true. And this fat bastard is in it for the nummy-nums, that's for sure.
It's just an honesty of purpose.
Oh yeah. Bribes. Bribes.
Did I remember to? No, I didn't. Might not have had the money for it anyway.
Probably not.
I will do the wine eventually, but not right now. Eggs are just for why not. Feathers I'm buying so that I can make pen and ink. You need a lot of those for writing books.
Another furnace.
Oh yeah.
Always have an extra.
You ain't never played Minecraft before?
If only we could make a wall of furnaces.
Just a wall of furnaces, please. I'd like to smelt some pork chops.
5x5 grid of furnaces.
That's right. That is correct.
Also, this little section, this is where we can make a meditation garden. This is kind of like sleeping. The difference is when you meditate, you don't stop once you've refilled your energy. So late in the game, when you have nothing to do and you're just waiting for, say, Sunday, you can meditate and skip several days until it's finally there. And count on it, I will. There will be a point in the game where there's nothing else to do.
Who among us hasn't pissed away an entire week just reciting the Diamond Sutra?
Also, I think we mentioned lawns.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look how disgusting that is. This early in the game, look at that. 4 quality.
Also fill in all the weird space.
Oh yeah.
Now, how much did that go? All the way to 62.
Look at that. Just lawns. Why do anything but lawns? Doesn't make any sense.
Is this all judged by suburbanites?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, the homeowners association loves it. That's why this is hell. Did we mention that last week? Maybe we did. I can't think of hell without thinking of HOAs, so...
Sleep there.
There you go, you precious block of stone that's as big as me.
You cannot actually break down large chunks of stone unless it's specifically on the stone place. It's like with the logs. You can't cut down the logs unless they're in the stack.
Game's not smart enough to know that something is lying on the ground within the confines of your place.
My ass, the candle's burned out. Oh, I still need some fish.
So it's the next step, fish.
The next step is to feed this guy a quality fish.
4 quality fish.
4 quality fishies.
The lowest quality of quality fish, but still.
Low is still a quality. Church is up to 23 with those confessionals, though. That kicks ass.
Yeah. And now I'm at a 100% success rate.
Look at that. They just hug 5 faith at you as they walk in the door. Worth doing. These are the kind of returns you can expect early on.
You know, because the graveyard is nice. Made 2 silver.
Nice.
2.5 silver.
Not bad.
What else to study, though? Maybe the more guts.
Ah, guts. Huge guts.
Yes!
You got a story out of the heart.
Aw.
The story of my heart.
You got a story out of the poop tube.
The story of my bowels.
We've all had both, haven't we?
Gather around, children.
Which one you want to hear?
Spoilers, they're both young adult novels.
C'est dégueulasse. Up and down carrot cutlets while you're wrist deep in brains.
Yep.
Very sanitary.
Please do not confuse your hands during that.
Look, man, you're not gonna die of mad cow. You dead already?
There we go. Given the moths, he gives me a fishing rod. You don't actually have to fish if you don't want. You can just buy the quality cutlets from him.
70 copper each. Oof.
There's no point of fishing. like, I don't think it's even calorie efficient to do it. I think it costs more energy to fish up a fish and cook it than it does just to not fish the fish.
Also, I kind of gave up on getting bees. There is a beekeeper right nearby the dead horse. You can just buy bees from him.
Just buy bees. Buy a fistful of bees.
No, buy bees one at a time, obviously.
Ah, I'd like that bee, please. From the bee dispensary.
No, the one to the left.
No, that one's looking at me funny. What about the bee behind it?
The one with the look in its eyes.
Yeah, that's right. The one's just like, hey, how you doing?
Same deal with the milk as like with the buckets of water.
Standing in front of the dairy farmer, just pouring the bucket of milk into jugs.
Now, there's one thing I do like about fishing is that it keeps track of what you've caught, and also depending on what bait you used.
So we've got crane game to start.
Yeah.
Then you just get the fish.
Well, it's a probability thing.
So it tells me I have 100% chance of catching one type of fish here. And then otherwise, it's Stardew again.
Here's the Stardew game.
This looks real familiar.
Well stolen.
You get breams, and because it has a copper rating, that means you get quality fish fillet from it.
Ooh. That's not gonna work. You actually can't give him copper or better fish. It's gotta be bronze.
Quality-ish fish.
Bronze, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
It's the same color.
Copper and bronze. Look, metallurgists, tell you what, meet me by the bike racks. I'll fight you over it. Not scared of you.
I even got some silver breams. You might notice the menu said no influencing perks or buffs. For some of these, if you have a certain perk, there's a better chance of like you turning, not in that case, but as an example, a bronze bream into a silver cutlet if you had the right perk. But it would probably be a pretty low chance. There is one thing, I think like with book writing especially, where you kind of need those, especially near the end game.
Oh yeah, there's no way that you're gonna get a gold book. Even with top quality ingredients, if you don't have all those perks, there's no way to get a gold book. Or it's like a 30% chance? It's crazy low.
It's really low, yeah.
So they give you a 4x4 area to only ever build 3x3 things.
Yeah.
Doesn't that drive you nuts?
I'm going to scream into the void as soon as this is over.
Oh yeah. I've been playing Dragon Quest Builders 2 lately, right? And when I realized that the top of the pyramid is off center, oh shit!
I watched in rapt attention as you demolished the entire thing.
Tear the fucker down! I swear to God, Square Enix, who designed this shit?
And right before you were talking about this other thing you can build there that's also off center.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's all off center. It sucks ass. Anyway, so yeah. Fishing all over the place. You can make this your life. Oh, if you're squicky about corpse meat, for some reason you can fish up frogs that also can be processed into identical meat chunks and sold to the town? There's an implication to that, though. Those frogs, they live next to the witch. And you can get meat that is indistinguishable from human meat from them. I wonder if Clotho's been up to some shenaniganry.
Where do you think all the old keepers went?
They got killed by the church.
Yeah, they got their heads cut off, and then
Oh.
buried, and then turned into alcoholics.
In that order?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That covers everything I can catch here.
So, I've not seen this game to completion. I have 3 competing theories about where it might go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Either this is all an allegory and he's like preparing everything here is healing him. This is just kind of like a purgatory test, and if he does well, he gets to go back. Or it just is what it is, and everything is exactly as presented.
What if I were to tell you?
It's none of those things.
Or is it all of them?
Oh god, I couldn't handle that. That's too much philosophizing.
For the sake of completion, I'll catch one of everything. It's not hard.
Even at extremely low levels, it does not seem to be difficult to catch these fish.
No.
I know, early Stardew fishing can be a chore.
Even some of those legendary fish. Crafty bastards.
And right over here is a pond where you can also fish.
Oh yeah, I remember Thorn fighting with those in the Stardew LP, available on the TheStrawhatNO
Yep.
YouTube channel.
Because, like, you can't catch the spring one unless you caught all the others, so you need to waste a whole year on them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how long it took me to catch the 11% thing.
I'm gonna bet more than 10 tries.
You can also use the gudgeon as bait.
See how many gudgeons it costs? You did it!
For a perch, which you can already get.
Yes! Caught a perch. Let's go take it to Blathers.
Speaking of frogs,
There's a man.
there's a man.
That's a guy. That's a dude. That is a homie.
Could have been a lady, we do not discriminate based on gender when committing our crimes against humanity.
Pretty sure female frogs are toads.
Also, all women just get burned.
That's right. Yeah, they don't. Witches don't turn ladies into frogs.
Oh, true.
It's only guys. So you can turn them into raw sliced meat, which is indistinguishable from human meat. So something's weird. The only thing is, frogs have a tiny body. They got this tiny, shitty body. Oh, this tiny, shitty body with long legs and a big old pouchy neck and those ears that aren't ears. Just a shitty little body, but it's way too small to get a lump of corpse meat out of it.
And they're so friggin' loud.
Oh, they're just the worst.
Well, you kill it first.
I'm just saying, frog enthusiasts, you can line up behind the metallurgists. Everyone in their own time.
Actually, we should be distancing, so we'll be fighting you via Zoom.
Yeah, good point. We'll just, we'll exchange dirty looks.
I made all that fish meat. I don't cook with it at all. Because all it's good for is making dishes that make you better at fishing.
Yeah.
The closed fishing economy. What a racket.
That's how they get you, you know? You buy one magazine, you decide you want to maybe get a cheap pole, give it a try, then you eat some fish, you find out that you're better at it, but then you're hooked. Then you're stuck in it, because you're like, I don't have the performance anymore. I have to eat fish, but in order to eat fish, I gotta catch fish. But in order to catch the fish, I gotta eat more fish, so I mean, I'm just in it. There is so much mercury in my brain right now.
Yeah, the next video is named Public Torching. I read that wrong. Twice.
What did you Oh, I think I know what you I mean, that and everything else. But next time, yeah, what's his fuck? The guy who likes burning women
The Inquisitor, yeah.
The Inquisitor. He will be coming back, and we'll be doing some stuff with him. We'll be continuing his story. And we'll also be continuing our building up of the church, getting all our shit together with that. But also, we're going to start a mission with the merchant, and I'm going to show one of my favorite tricks with Graveyard Keeper, a really easy way to just sort of cheat that one.
Nice.
So remember, kids, bring your marshmallows.